Joey?
Where
Scale
are
of
they
1 to
playing?
10. Lambo.
Scale of 1 to 10 is how confident I am on the Packers winning, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Wow. Start, bench, and cut. Jokic, Embiid, Giannis. Ooh, Embiid?
Wait,
really? What's going on, Morning Fanatics? Happy 2023. Happy New Year. It's been so long. We haven't been on the podcast. I apologize to everyone. But we're back here. We're here today. I hope everybody had a great holiday, a good Thanksgiving, a good Christmas if you celebrated or not. But just happy holidays in general. We're back. Gonna try to be a little bit more consistent. And guys, please remember, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Like the video if you like our content and to help us, to help the channel. And don't forget to share this with a friend. I'm here with the Filthy Tex again and the Black Mamba, Carlos Gonzalez and Joey Jurado. How are you guys doing today?
They're pretty good. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, gangsters.
Happy New Year, fellas. Yeah, it's been a while. We did actually try a recording, but it was an epic fail. I couldn't get it to work. Everything, moving in.
Format failures.
Yeah, I couldn't get it. I had the wrong format that was recording that I couldn't edit the video, but we're back. We're here, and we're going to talk a little bit of NFL and basketball today, but before we get started on it, any words from you guys or anything you guys want to fill us in?
Well, I mean, we got to start with saying prayers up for that Bill safety that got injured on Monday Night Football.
Yeah, Damar Hamlin.
Damar Hamlin. Apparently he's still in critical condition, but I believe he's breathing now is the last thing I read. So
Right.
just keep him in our
Yeah,
thoughts.
man. Me and Joey, we were frying at the time, and the game was suspended or something, and I saw like messages and everything, and telling Joey, because I'm in a fantasy football league with Durley and George and Rudy and all of them, and I saw George messaging there or something, and I was like, oh damn! So I turned it up to the game, and yeah, I saw replays of that, and I'm like, oh shit! Guy just made the tackle, got up quick, and then just collapsed. And Durley, if you're watching this,
shout out to Durley for what you said. That
making the initial diagnostic, saying that like, oh man, yeah, no, he probably had we're initiating CPR, probably had a cardiac arrest or irregular heartbeat, I think is what it said on the message. And
yeah,
I remember, oh shit, saw it in the next morning, and I think George also messaged it like, oh Durley, you were right. I'm like, man, need to go get a physical or just a yearly check. Allá con el Durley. Look us up, man.
No, but I wasn't watching the game. We're doing like a late friends Christmas party, like a gift exchange with some friends, and I just remember that there was still football going on because of fantasy, and I jump over to the ESPN app and I see it says temporarily suspended or temporarily postponed, and I'm like, I've never seen that verbiage on the app before.
Yeah.
What?
Usually
So right, that was my first thing. I'm like, oh, weather got their ass. And then I hop over to Twitter and I see everyone prayers up, and Hamlin was trending, Monday Night Football was trending. I was like, oh damn, it must have been a bad injury. But first Tua, and now this, man. I feel like these are some of the most intense
like injuries.
Injuries or aftermath of injuries that have occurred on the field. And I don't remember if Tua, that was a primetime game or not, but I feel like
not the first one. Yeah.
No? Okay. I was like, I just feel like it's also been like all eyes on them, but
just the magnitude of it también, like the prime time, and we'll see. All eyes on them.
We've never seen this before. Like the twitching of the fingers for Tua, I never seen that shit. No one had ever seen that either before. So like
maybe with Troy Aikman, but I don't know.
But even then, you do have some sort of picture or camera. Like 90s, there wasn't HD, but there was a ton of cameras. Like there wasn't like, oh well, they hit it. Like no, bro. And a hit like this to where he collapses after like it wasn't the collision that caused the injury. Like like no one's getting CPR for
9
any
minutes.
kind of a
I think it
Well,
was.
no, if it's a broken bone or a broken anything, that's traditional to call it that, a traditional injury, you're not getting CPR for that.
Yeah, hopefully, I mean, prayers up, man. Hopefully he gets better. Hopefully he pulls through, keeps on fighting. But in other news, let's move on, man. Let's move on. Hopefully, again, just don't want to bypass this thing as whatever, but gotta move on with
give it the coverage and the respect it deserves.
Yeah, unlike our counterparts, Skip Bayless. We won't get into that much. Just go into
40 years experience, bro. Pinche puñeta.
We'll get into if y'all want to look at that, go on Twitter, check out Skip Bayless.
Next episode. We'll drill him on the next one.
But in other news, I mean, let's talk about the NFL now, man. Or continue talking about the games and the rest of the NFL. And we're gonna talk some big games coming up this Sunday, man. And big game, all eyes that it's gonna be is Sunday Night Football. Packers versus the Lions. The Green Bay Packers brought in the new year with some great news. Win and they're in. With the help from the Browns beating the Commanders and a dominating win versus the Vikings, the Packers now control their own destiny. On a scale of 1 to 10, how confident are you fellas that the Packers will win Sunday night?
Against the Lions? The Rolling Lions?
Yeah, the Rolling Lions, man.
I know they'd like to shit on that parade if they could.
Joey? Scale of 1 to 10. Lambo.
Scale of 1 to 10, how confident I am on the Packers winning, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
5.
Ooh, yeah, no. Wow, 5?
Really?
Yeah,
I would have said 6 or 7 myself.
I take, yeah.
You'll take Jared Goff?
It's not just Jared Goff, bro. It's Williams, that entire defense. That kid, what is it, Hutchinson? I think that was the name. The second pick. He's been fucking balling.
Yeah.
It's they've switched it. I think. What was it that I told you guys? They started off like 1-6, 1-7, and then the last 7 games they've been like 6-1.
Yeah, they did.
So they turned hot. They're hot. Yeah, they're hot at the right time. They're rolling. Winner pretty much makes it to playoffs.
Yeah, winning they're in.
Winning they're in. How fucking crazy would it be, man? They dumped Jared Goff and he balls. I can't say.
No, Joey. Let me just. Don't you dare say a Memphis Grizzly type of thing of like, imagine if the Lions.
I would never.
Okay.
I would never. I'm just saying, the Lions took in Jared Goff's contract thinking like, oh, we'll eat up his contract, we'll fucking tank, we'll get another good quarterback, and then eventually, blah, blah, blah. But no, they weren't expecting to be fucking winning and then making it to a playoff.
Just real quick, Joey, sorry to interrupt, but just real quick so our listeners can just have a little perspective of what we meant about Memphis Grizzlies. So, what was it, last season, I think, or the year before?
Nobody needs perspective, bro. Perspective is not required.
No, yeah, they need to know, Carlos. They need to know that I think it was a year or 2 ago, the Grizzlies were facing the Warriors, I believe.
Pandemic, I think.
Yeah.
It was a bubble.
It was
probably the bubble, but Carlos was we were just trying to come up with crazy scenarios, like just random. Hey, imagine this team wins.
Out of everybody, who do y'all think is gonna be the team that can really like win the chip?
Carlos, imagine the Memphis Grizzlies win.
No, I thought we were going for super long shots. Fuck you guys. I thought it was like that'll definitely not happen, or like you'll in no dimension could you see it occurring. And I think that was like before Ja like took any leap. I think it was the year that he won.
It might have been his rookie year, man, or second
year.
It
must have been his rookie year.
But
it was just crazy.
just because I knew it couldn't happen, and
And I
we,
think
we made it a running joke out of it.
to this
Yeah.
day we for some reason we still use it in Call of Duty.
Yeah, that's our
Code
keyword.
word, that Memphis,
Memphis.
code word.
Memphis. But
And
Carlos.
I think the following year it was the Utah Jazz, right?
Yeah, when they
The
won,
Utah
they had the
Jazz
number one seed. They had the number one seed. I wasn't that far
Yeah,
off.
where he didn't pick his Mavs.
I thought we were picking besides our team.
But anyways,
No.
Joey, so you said a 5?
I can't. I don't know.
Wow.
Honestly, don't know.
Carlos?
Because the Packers are at home, but the Lions are rolling at the right time. They're balling
Yeah,
at the right
I'm
time.
not very confident. I'll go 5 or 6.
5 or 6? Oh, man, wow, shit.
I would have to see probably the injury report, see who's injured, who's playing, who's
I'm
what.
I'm just supposed to go all in on Aaron Rodgers because of what he did last week, or what?
No, it's just like, I don't know, man. I just thought well, I guess let me go with mine. I'm gonna go with an 8. And I don't know if I'm going a little too high or not, but man, I don't know. I might be just talking myself out of this, but I'm saying 8 just because just Aaron Rodgers, and I don't know, man. Do you really think the Lions can pull it off? Like that's just me. Like,
I know I don't want to go up against. It's not that I don't want to go up against Aaron Rodgers, but it's like I was like that all season. But god damn, bro, his fucking receivers, like he
Look,
has no help.
Well, look-
His offensive line is weak as fuck. These young receivers aren't catching shit. Like
well,
have
they're
all the
catching
talent in the
now.
world.
They're catching a little bit now. Watch. This is why I'm going a little bit with 8, because if Aaron Rodgers can give you a vintage game in Sunday Night Football to win the division and go to the playoffs, it's like just lining up for a big game for Aaron Rodgers. He has yet to throw for 300 yards this season. On the 4-game winning streak, he's only thrown 1 touchdown in each game. And the defense is finally balling the last couple of games. They forced 12 turnovers in the last 4 games. 12. So that to me is saying that it's a team win, and I'm gonna bank on Aaron Rodgers having a vintage game at Lambeau to go to the playoffs, because he hasn't been doing shit really, man. He's been average, below average maybe, and they've been relying on the run game. Check it out, 4-game winning streak, 32 rushing attempts, 175 yards, 35 rushing attempts, 138. Versus the Dolphins, 18 attempts, 82 yards, but they forced 4 turnovers. And versus the Vikings, 33 attempts, 163 yards rushing. Their run game is the key on defense, man. So if Aaron Rodgers can give you that vintage game, which I'm going to bank on, they're going to win.
Or can those receivers catch the balls that they're supposed to?
That's the true factor. Is will the rest of the team show up? But no, I
Because
think the Lions.
their best receiver has been Lazard, and he has the most yards, 747. That
but-
St. Brown guy at least has over 1,000 yards rushing. Can you believe Golf has a better stats, has a better season than Rodgers?
Yeah. Well, he has the better weapons for now.
Exactly. That's the thing. The only reason I'll probably give the Packers is because they're playing at home. That's probably the only advantage they have. But as far as both sides, equal. Sorry to cut you off, Carlo, but it's just I had to bring up those stats. I'm looking at these stats for Golf, and I'm like, God damn, bro. I didn't realize he's only thrown 7 picks all year.
Yeah, man, he's been solid. He was one of my fantasy quarterbacks, man, on can't remember one of the leagues, which finally got a fantasy football league under my belt, and I didn't even Rudy had to fucking drag me to join the league because I was like, nah, man, I got 3 leagues already. Like, I don't want to, and the one I ended up winning, but
Nice.
champ, Chicago with us, man, going on that 3P. Fuck yeah, I'm tired of each year sending them a fucking Venmo or Zelle. We need new recipients, man. We need to stop that guy. But
I was trying to take the trophy from him when we were over there.
nice.
I was like, hey, bro, just give it to me now.
Oh man,
You know,
I just
so
saw
you
it.
so you can save on the shipping, but he didn't.
Yeah, but all right, man. Well, just to close this topic out, just a little nitbit stat here. Sorry, Joe, you wanted to?
No, I was just saying, if to end it all, Only reason I'll probably go with the Packers because they're playing at home. That's the only advantage. But as far as
Yeah,
that,
but you're going 50-50 basically with a 5.
50-50. But maybe because they are at home. But I'm not gonna bank or guarantee a win.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna bank on Rodgers, giving us a vintage, maybe 335 yards, 3 touchdowns, because they're gonna be a high-scoring game with the Lions, man.
Future
They gotta
Dallas
keep
Cowboy
up.
quarterback.
I don't know. Well, check this out. You know, the last time, if the 49ers win and the Eagles lose and the Cowboys win, the Niners get the number 1 seed. And you know who gets the number 2? The Dallas Cowboys. And guess what seed the Packers can only be? 7th.
Oh, 7th.
So they're gonna match up at AT&T Stadium. Imagine Rodgers, Cowboys, another fucking heartbreak. Or if it stays, if the Cowboys lose, or I can't remember how the fucking standings are gonna be. It could also be
Brady.
Packers and Eagles. And you know,
Bucks and Cowboys.
But you know,
Bucks and Cowboys.
It would be Bucks and Cowboys. But what I'm trying to get to is that if the Packers face the Eagles in the playoffs in the wild card, you know when was the last time they did that? That 2010 season when they won the Super Bowl. Packers Eagles. Just a little something to think about there. But we'll move on to our next topic. Since taking over for Jimmy G, rookie quarterback Brock Purdy has gone from Mr. Irrelevant to Mr. Unfazed. Purdy has passed a number of tests since taking over, but overcoming a deficit was something he hadn't been in a position to do yet until now. The Niners overcame a 10-point deficit early in the third quarter and battled back to get the win in overtime. Purdy has won 4 straight, and the 49ers have won 9 in a row. Has Brock Purdy shown enough to believe the 49ers can win it all with their third-string quarterback?
I think they have.
Just pops a couple edibles before every game. Mellow as fuck.
I think it also has to do with shout out to Shanahan for his just keeping it to his play style.
Quarterback.
Well, I mean, all quarterback. He plays to his quarterback's play styles, and he puts him in good positions to succeed with the. Plus, I mean, it helps having all those weapons. It makes it pretty easy.
Yeah,
but
they're pretty stacked. That Niners team has to do something regardless of who's at under center.
But that kid was
But
good coming out of college.
Yeah,
He's a
still showing
gunslinger.
out.
Mr. Irrelevant, though? Why was he picked pretty last? Just
Huh?
why was he?
picked at the end?
No, I mean, honestly, I'll tell you, he played at Iowa State. When have you heard a quarterback come out of Iowa State?
Mm.
I remember correctly. I think he hopped around. But I know his last season at Iowa State, he fucking balled out. He shattered a lot of records. He's one of those just quarterback, but he was pretty good. He was a gunslinger on a quarterback, but he just wasn't obviously highly rated because of he played at the Big 12. The Big 12 is not known to having good quarterbacks, and he was there just sitting in the back seat.
Wasn't Danny Dimes part of the 12 or no? Was Danny Dimes?
No, he went to Duke.
Duke is like what?
ACC.
ACC.
Also, not a football town or school, so like that kind of negates that statement by itself. Like, when have you heard of a quarterback come out of Duke? Nunca before this.
Yeah, no, I think also shout out both, not just him, sat back, watched everything, watched the entire offense, and learn exactly what he needs to do, knows who his weapons are. But also Shanahan, man, puts him in good position, knows exactly what he can do. He's mobile, so they can give him some, mobility plays to keep him, out of the pocket. And like I said, it helps all his weapons. Just do your role.
Yeah, know your role and shut your mouth, the Rock style.
Basically,
Well,
you're not Aaron Rodgers. Don't try to be Aaron Rodgers. You're not Tom Brady. You're not trying to be Tom Brady. Just be.
But wait, you just said you're not Aaron Rodgers and you're not giving faith going back. I know I'm going back to them, but you're not giving faith to Aaron Rodgers then?
No, at some point it's gotta stop, bro.
Can't believe I'm defending Aaron Rodgers. So many heartbreaks he's giving me.
Your future quarterback. I'm telling you, next season, bro. I'm telling you.
Just going back to has Brock Purdy shown enough?
Yeah. Oh yeah. With those weapons, yes.
For me,
yes.
I don't think so. But check this out. it's his first year, and we haven't seen that. Obviously, we haven't seen it in the playoffs. The playoffs is a different animal. Sure, regular season, fine. But less mistakes are made. Teams that have good defense are on there. Teams that are hot, teams that are rolling. That just atmosphere is going to be different. You got to be built different.
Home atmosphere.
For the playoffs.
Home atmosphere. They're probably going to play at home the entire time.
Yeah, but hey, it doesn't matter, Yaves. The Packers went on the fucking road. The Giants went on the fucking road and won. I don't know who else I'm missing. Those were just the two fucking teams that came to mind. But that home field advantage...
That Giants defense was like a different animal.
Yeah, it was the same thing. They're sack-eating animals, man. And this defense is...
I think they're set up. I'm not picking them to win it, but I wouldn't be...
surprised.
If they lose, it won't be because of him. I think he'll do his job.
Well, what else? That's the only scenario I think of that they'll lose with one of his mistakes. Just he might have been playing. Huh?
Is Debo even back?
I think they're resting him to come back or to be able to come back in the playoffs. But that's why they're trying to like keep playing to potentially get that bye if the Eagles lose. But yeah, I don't know, man. Carlos, your thoughts?
I don't know, bro. I feel like it doesn't even matter. Like, it's not gonna matter at the end of the day. It's truly not.
Like the 49ers are just not gonna be there, just a one and done, you think? Or what do you mean?
No. Like, what I'm saying is, like, the Niners are so stacked that, like, it doesn't matter who's their quarterback at the end of the day. Like, I expect them to be there at the end, hopefully versus us. Hopefully we can, or I mean, if somebody else can knock them out before they get to us, like, ideal, that'd be fine. But I just see them after last year too. I just see them destined for the Super Bowl.
Oh, man, so doesn't matter for you. I just think I need to see it. I know we have, for me, I have to see it first, and I know obviously that's gonna be like doing it in the playoffs for the first time, and that's why I just haven't seen it yet, and because it hasn't happened yet, so we'll see if he can prove me wrong. Carlos, I mean Joey, what was your thought on this? At the end of the day, just
no. I think
he's shown enough.
If they lose, if he does his job. I don't see them losing because of him. I think it'll be maybe something defense just didn't play up to their standards, or if everybody's healthy. I mean, McCaffrey. I don't think McCaffrey has played in the playoffs either, has he?
No, this might be his first run at the I don't know if he ever did with Cam Newton, but
maybe 1 year, his rookie year, maybe.
Perhaps, but that's the whole thing. This team doesn't ask a ton of their quarterback, so my man just has to come in here and do like minimalistic stuff, and it's turning out that he can do a little more than minimalistic stuff, and that's why he's looking quote unquote impressive. But I don't see him being the reason why they slow down, like,
yeah,
because they're not asking a ton from the QB. So as long as the game plan stays more or less the same,
I mean, also you gotta,
unless they're gonna open it completely up, if he is that much different from the other two quarterbacks. But I can't see him being that much better or that much faster or that much more intelligent than QB1 and 2.
I mean, you gotta look at it this way too, man. Like, look who they've played. I mean, he came in at the Miami game, so like, I'm not gonna really, even though he did play really well, but you know they were preparing for Jimmy G, not Brock Purdy. So they start off with Tampa. They blew them out 35-7. Tampa has just been terrible, man. Then they played Seattle, unproven team. Then they played Washington. And then Las Vegas. So like, he really hasn't been tested that much. And Las Vegas, with that new quarterback, he put 34 on the 49ers defense, which is the most this season. So I don't know, man. Playoffs intensifies things. Again, next game is going to be versus Arizona. No Kyler Murray. I don't know, man. Hasn't been tested enough, I think. But he's passed the few. He's passed a few tests. But either way, we'll move on. Or last thoughts, guys, before we move on? Nothing.
No,
The Niners.
no.
The
I'm just for
Niners will be there at the end.
I just for shout out for Mr. Irrelevant. He's becoming relevant.
We got to
Right.
talk about him now.
Yeah, for sure. And next we'll move on to our NFL picks, guys. It's been just a mess since we just haven't kept up, and we've been basically MIA for the last month or so. And you know what?
Did we provide picks last week?
We provided it in that video, and no picks last week because we too much to just get back to, too much to like, I don't know, man. At the end of the day, you know what? I'm just gonna do. Let's just give each other participation trophies. Let's just
Yeah, that's what we're used to.
let's just give each other that. We should still meet up at some point, maybe during the summer or somewhere. Halfway, or go to Dallas, Joey, or something. Maybe a playoff game in Dallas. Remember, I owe you one, Joey. A playoff game in Dallas, but
The infamous.
yeah,
The infamous contract.
the infamous contract. But yeah, so we're just gonna make our picks.
And I need to put it up here.
You should give it a try. But let's give our NFL picks. Joey, Carlos, kind of let that up to you guys. See what you guys wanted to pick. I did have one in mind, which I'm sure you guys will as well, which was the Titans at the Jaguars. I've got the
Okay,
Jaguars.
You want that one? Oh, yeah, it's a primetime game.
Yeah, it's a win and they're in type of scenario too. So I'm gonna go with the Jaguars.
Damn. I'll
Hey.
go Titans.
Nah, I'm going with the Jaguars. That fucking kid Etienne.
Oh yeah.
That's gonna
Tight end?
be
No,
the running back.
I mean, I know it was against the fucking shitty Texas defense, but he's been on a little tear this second half of the season since they've been rolling. And God, man, Trevor Lawrence, he's another quarterback that probably needs a legit number one. Kirk is okay, or whatever, all those other receivers, they're like tier 2, tier 3 receivers. But he needs a tier 1 go-to where on a fucking 3rd and 8, 3rd and 7, I know this guy's gonna go 10, turn, and he's gonna catch the ball.
Hey, a little credit to Doug Peterson también, man.
Hey, Doug Peterson, yeah, he did a really
yeah.
good job with that offense, and that defense is getting back to that scary defensive pass where Jaguars have always been known to have good strong defenders. But yeah, I would go Jaguars on this one.
Man, the coach for the Jaguars last year, Urban Meyer, still kept the college coach mentality and was just partying every week in el pendejo.
Yeah, man. Pretty much. So that was one game that I looked into. What other games did you guys want to do, or did you have in mind?
Bengals Ravens.
I was about to say the good thing is that they're all gonna be conference games, so like they'll all be like intense.
I was
Yeah,
thinking about the. Oh, sorry. Go for it.
I was just gonna agree. I was looking at Ravens Bengals in my eyes.
Yeah, that's a division. También winner take all, but because the Bengals didn't play, I don't know how that's gonna work.
That was gonna be my next thing. They still have to make that game up, or what was the final score when they got postponed?
I think the Bengals were up.
3-0?
No,
3-0, right?
I think it was 7. No, I think somebody scored a touchdown.
Interesting.
But I don't know. I mean, we could still do it. I mean, I'm gonna go with Joey B.
Oh, Bengals?
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah.
I'm going with Cincinnati.
I mean, we still kind of have to. I mean, that kid Huntley, he hasn't been getting it done.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're missing Lamar. Huntley's not bad, but not enough.
He ain't Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
Yeah, they need him. And then, I mean, you guys want to go Cowboys Commanders? I'm going to go Cowboys. I mean, Cowboys, and man, it was 50-50 just because Carson Wentz is not playing, man. They're like, that was stupid to bring in Carson Wentz on a game you must win, and then you just bring Tyler Heineke back. That's just stupid.
I don't think they were even trying to win.
I agree.
And
that's why they brought in Carson Wentz, man. That's exactly what I was thinking too. I know Carlos had that Grinch emoji or GIF.
Basurita.
Yeah.
I was hoping that we could see more trash.
To end of the year.
Yeah, but I'm gonna go Cowboys.
Joey?
Who's that quarterback?
Heineke.
Commanders.
course you would.
Ooh. And then I guess we'll go with just another recap of Lions and Packers. You guys are going Lions?
I am.
Ooh.
I'm going Packers only because they're at home.
Okay, and I'm going Packers. Wow. Okay, Joey went from 50-50 to... Oh, yeah, it's still 50-50.
49.
Yeah, 51-49 then.
He just went with the home team.
Home team. I just went with basically home team.
All right, perfect.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Lions,
Question.
Packers,
Giants and Eagles.
Commanders.
Are the Giants already in?
Yeah, they're in, and they're not gonna move seeds. I think they're probably
Jets and Dolphins?
We're doing 4 games
Oh,
or 5 part.
it was I didn't write anything down. I thought we were just gonna try to freestyle it. So we
got
did
4. We got 4 so far. Jets Dolphins would be a 5th matchup.
Is that any implication? No, because in the Chiefs, Chargers, Bengals, Bills, and then who's the Chargers is the wild card. I assume Ravens is another wild card. Because they're 10-6 also.
Mhm.
Chargers are 10-6. And then there should be a third team. I don't know who the third team would be.
Let me see. I'm looking at the playoff picture right now. So in the hunt in the AFC, it's still Patriots 8-8, Dolphins.
Jaguars are in the hunt. Patriots are in the hunt.
Yeah, so the Dolphins, Steelers, Titans. So yeah, man, Dolphins. They need to get a win, and Patriots lose. I'm not sure if they both win. Who might win? I don't have the schedule and conference records or head to head, but those are in the bubble. Dolphins, Steelers, Titans, and Patriots.
Well, yeah, I want to do Steelers and Browns, evenly matched, or Dolphins and Jets.
No,
Evenly.
so it says here Chiefs, Bills, Bengals, Chargers, Ravens,
Mm-hmm.
and then Jaguars and Patriots.
On the outside looking in.
No, but the Jaguars, if they win the division, they're automatically in.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah.
Plus, we already have
Patriots-
that game because it's a
the-
prime time.
The Seahawks are still in the hunt?
Yeah. Well, that's why if the Packers win, they take that 7th. The Packers are in control. Right now, the Seattle is in there, but I believe the Packers would have the better conference record.
We can just stick to 4 games. Unless you want to do 5th to break the tie. If there's any tiebreaker 2 and 2.
All right. Then let's do. What were you saying, Carlos? Steelers and who?
Jets, Dolphins, or Browns versus Steelers?
Ooh, Jets, Dolphins. Let's do Jets, Dolphins.
I got my
That white quarterback is back, no?
Mike White.
Mike White?
I thought you were literally saying that white quarterback, but yeah, Mike White.
That's
Yeah.
because I was watching Shameless, and they're trying to get this white man to win at Congress, and the man's name is Mo White because they want a white person. Like vote for Mo White. Mo White. That was hilarious.
I'm
I'm gonna go with the
on this
Jets.
one.
Me
I'm
too.
gonna go with the Jets also.
Jets. No Tua. I mean, Teddy Bridgewater's serviceable, but I'm just gonna go Jets.
I'll go Dolphins to flipped out.
They've got nothing to lose except destroying the Dolphins' hopes.
Except their dignity and remainder of their
Yeah.
franchise.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So, all right. Well, those are our NFL picks.
I know.
We'll see what happens this week. A bunch of interesting things. I've just got a couple of I don't want to say rapid fire, but just quick questions. Just quick 2-minute drill or 2-minute warning here. Basketball
Alright.
style. It just it reminds me. I said warning because it reminds me of the Miami Heat announcer. 2 minutos.
Minutes.
When there's
Don't
2
need
minutes remaining, but yeah, a couple of questions here, guys. I want your thoughts real quick. So, with all these 50, 60, and 70-point games in the NBA, is there a best defender in the NBA right now? If so, who is it? You know how in the past you could think of like, ooh, lockdown defender, Tony Allen, or like
Not with today's rules.
Yeah, there's not.
Not with today's rules. Defense
I,
is
I would
irrelevant.
I would have to give it to like a shot blocker probably right now in my head.
you know who's leading the defensive player of the year right now? You're never gonna guess. I don't know if you've looked at it though.
Joel Embiid.
No,
Siakam,
no. I'll give y'all 2 more tries.
Van Vliet.
Nah, tampoco. No.
Okay.
But that's a good
Just hard.
scrappy player.
I was right. I was just going with a point guard that might have a ton of steals in his.
I just saw Joey Google it. I just know it. I saw
No,
it.
I haven't googled it. I'm just looking. I'm looking up, like thinking.
Hands up, culera.
One more C.
No,
Just give a call or you give up.
Alvarado
Patrick
from
Beverly?
Alvarado
Nah.
from the. Oh, I don't
my
know.
God.
Right now, the leader in the defensive player of the year standings, Brook
None of it is.
Lopez.
Wow.
Imagine Brook Lopez winning defensive player of the year. Brook
He's
Lopez.
just blocking a ton of shots away.
He leads the league in blocks, 2.7 a game.
Wow.
That's going to be your defensive player of the year. That's how much the league has gone. You know who, for me, right now? I think there is. And as much as I hate, there is one guy. One guy that's that person. I think it's still Kawhi. When healthy.
Here's the
No,
thing.
we
This
can't
is
do
where
the if healthy thing.
this
I
is
don't.
this is what I mean about.
Here's why we can't do that, because he may never be healthy again. So we can't do the if.
I think he is.
Well,
healthy.
when
He's
he
just-
plays,
he's just-
when he
he's
plays,
just healthy, bro. He just doesn't.
look in the 16 games that he's played, he leads the league in defensive win shares. So that's something.
Here's the thing. I'll say this much, and I know I sound like those fucking bitter old school fucking
Defensive
NBA
win
guys fans,
shares.
but it's like that's why these recent point going crazy 50, 60 point games, like it's becoming too easy. I hate to say this.
Luka said it too, man.
Luka said it too. Exactly. I was gonna bring that up. Luka said it in a podcast where he said like scoring in today's game with today's rules, it's so easy. Like it's easier for the players to get to the basket. Like nobody's gonna guard them. Nobody's gonna do anything. It's like, look, I'm fucking watching Milwaukee and Toronto. Milwaukee was up by 15 with 2 minutes, and now they're in a fucking overtime game. Like it's so easy to fucking score in the league now. Like
Yeah.
it's just to
Yeah,
me. It's just, no, I don't like it.
I
I
don't-
don't like it.
I don't know. I was
takes
just
away
seeing
from
all
that.
these 50, 60, 70, and then it came to mind where like, like, is there a
Yeah,
best
that-
defender in the league right now? Like,
Not this year. Marcus Smart is injured.
I don't know. But even
No,
then, he's
no,
not
he's
locked
still-
down either. I don't think
still-
I
so.
agree.
agree.
He's still flopping for the
I
3.9
agree,
to the
but
baseline.
He's just the current champ.
Yeah, current champion. And then 1 or 2 more questions here. Just a quick one. Start, bench, and cut. Jokic, Embiid, Giannis.
Bench and cut.
Start Jokic, bench Giannis, and cut Embiid.
Ooh, Embiid?
Wait, what?
really?
Cut. You would cut Embiid?
Wow.
I'm gonna play the guys that have the hardware and don't get hurt.
Damn, no, but we're just
Yeah.
injury free. Injury free.
No,
Like,
why do you mean injury free? I'm going with
well,
the
that's
guy
a that's a start bench cut.
that's
'cause
fine. Oh, I get
We're
it,
assuming
but
they're in this position because they're healthy right now.
I'm gonna give the positions to the guys that have hardware.
Start Giannis, bench Embiid, cut Jokic.
I had the exact
The
same
two-
thing. I had the exact same thing.
Two-time. Disrespecting the 2-time. You two out of anyone
I don't think.
else.
Honestly,
should know better
I'll
than to
tell you this much.
disrespect
I'll tell you
the
this much. No,
two-time.
the dude, he's only reason is the 2-time because fucking what's his name has been out. He has to put those numbers. And today's game makes it easier for him
So-
to do
so
the things he
just-
does.
So he just so
There's
happened.
nothing taken away from his talent. Nothing taken away
Yes,
from his talent.
So his point guard gets hurt, and oh look, we just discovered a fucking MVP out of thin air. We're not gonna do anything about that. Just oh well, you know, he only became the MVP because X, Y, and Z. No mames, way like those grow on
It's
trees.
just-
No
I
mames,
don't
bro.
even think. I don't even think he'd even deserve the MVP. I would have given the MVP to Embiid, but because he played 5 less games, they give it to Jokic.
Ten.
Look, the Embiid and Giannis give me defense. That's my reason. Jokic is not as fast laterally,
I was gonna say
sideways.
that too. They give me both like MVP quality level on both ends, offense and defense. Even though as much you want to say defense, they'll give you both on defense. Jokic, hey bro, he's fucking Magic Johnson in a fucking
Center's body.
Lithuanian big man body.
I'll take the smarter guy than the guy that's pretending to play harder defense.
He's not pretending. He can play.
Joel Embiid's defense is not actually defense. He just has effort. That's it. I don't think he's.
And Jokic rest.
Jokic is better defender than Embiid.
No. Listen to my verbiage. Of course, y'all were gonna try and twist some shit.
No. I'm just asking.
I said Embiid's defense is hidden by the fact that he tries. Jokic doesn't even try because he can't. He's gonna get embarrassed. He's gonna get crossed. He's gonna end up on the ground. Embiid, I mean, he tries to block shots and gets like 9 inches off the ground, and I'm supposed to be impressed by that? Like, I'm not. I'm sorry. I'm not, because like that guy should have 5 blocks a game, and I'm supposed to clap it as 1.7. I'm not gonna. Sorry.
1.7 is still pretty high.
Yeah, but it should be 5.
1.2 steals.
It should be 5. Why does Gobert have 3 or 4 then?
So that because that's all he does. He can't give you anything else.
Gobert can actually jump, bro. That's why.
How many blocks or steals does Jokic give you?
1 and 1 at least.
I don't know.
Just shy of the block, and for sure 1 steal.
Let me see. Let's go look.
0.6 block, 1.4 steals. 0.6.
Still equals out to 2.
Well, then again, the steals is kind of relevant because now you fucking tip a you.
Chingas a tu madre. Only the ones that you count or the ones that you think in whatever era you're deciding
I'll give
to
you the
analyze.
steals. I'll give you the steals. A 0.6 of it doesn't even give you 1 block a game. Doesn't even give you 1 block a game.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, he's not jumping, knowing he's not gonna block shit and getting hurt like another person is. Joel Embiid trying to jump and block shit, nowhere near close to jumping, nowhere near close to getting the block, and he's out for 7 games. I'd rather the guy not attempt to block, bro.
What about Giannis? Giannis doesn't get hurt, and he gives you how many blocks?
That's why he was my starter.
Here's the thing: the only really advantage that Jokic has over Embiid would be the assists, but that's because Jokic is playing point. No, because he's playing point.
You'll call it the assists. I'll call it the IQ.
Embiid doesn't bring down the ball.
Yeah, and if you asked him to, if James Harden and all those pendejos went down, he can't do what Jokic does, bro. So like, if you want to put that bar there, watch what would happen with Joel Embiid.
But he has to do that. They need him. They need him to play like that.
I didn't say they didn't. What I'm saying is, if they asked that of Embiid, he wouldn't be able to put up half of what Jokic is doing. If he had to. If you said, go ahead, Embiid, you pull up the ball. Just like you asked, but he doesn't bring up the ball. Give it to him. See how many fucking turnovers he has.
Okay, Carlos. So, skill-wise, let's take the numbers off. Let's take all the numbers away. Let's take them away. Okay? You guys follow?
Mm-hmm.
Skill-wise, who's better? Embiid, Jokic?
I'm still gonna go Embiid.
Yeah, Embiid. Yeah, no, what?
I'm still gonna go Jokic. Jokic can do more. Embiid is a better basketball player.
Por eso, way. But at the end of the day, like we're gonna look at this guy like I need a bucket down the stretch, footwork, everything. That's what Embiid is gonna do to get it.
Offensively, I'll still take Jokic. The only edge that I'm going to give to Embiid is defense.
Nah, like, Embiid is more skilled.
One-on-one, get me a bucket.
Embiid is more skilled, man. He can handle the ball. He can dribble the ball. He's basically a guard in a 7-foot body.
Embiid can handle the ball better than Jokic?
Yeah, yes he can.
He just doesn't.
He just doesn't have to. Yeah, he has Harden.
Ain't no way, bro.
Yes, there is.
Ain't no way.
Bro, go look at the YouTube videos of where he's
handles. I'm not saying he doesn't have handles.
No, just skills. Skills in the mid post, low post. He
can
gives you
score from
everything.
everywhere.
Footwork.
Yes.
That's what I'm talking about. Skill.
And Jokic doesn't have footwork. How does he get his buckets?
No, wait. He's not gonna be doing the same
How does he
moves.
get his buckets?
That's not gonna be doing the same moves.
How does he get his
Tirando.
buckets?
How? Tell me. Explain. How does he get them?
Very difficult level of shots, Albert.
How? Well, that's what I'm trying to. That's what I'm trying to tell you, eh?
Spinning the opposite way, spinning the correct way.
And that's what I'm trying to tell you. That Embiid has the better footwork, better skill to get to the cup.
I disagree.
So tougher shot means you're more skilled. Being able to knock down a tougher shot.
I think Jokic. Yes, I think Jokic can put the bucket put the ball in the bucket a few more ways than Embiid can.
How? If you just said that he just makes tougher shots, it's not skill, like more skilled.
I already told you, like, he on underneath the glass, he's gonna have. What I'm saying is, every move that you think Embiid has, Jokic has it too, bro.
I don't know.
I don't think Jokic's fadeaway.
Yeah, it's anywhere near.
Is near Embiid. Embiid has
Because
damn near perfected that post fadeaway.
He looks like a guard out there, man, and a center. Like, he looks, to me, basically, I feel that he looks Kobe down low in the post as a 7-footer.
I was gonna say he's very squared up.
He's
and
very.
Think of
today's version of Hakeem Olajuwon down in the post.
Yes, I'm not taking anything away from him. What I'm saying is Jokic's shots are tougher, and he makes tougher shots more often. Embiid's shots are supposed to go in because he squared up. He did the correct fake.
Like, so just like you were saying to Joey, so now because they're supposed to go in, like now, like
no. My side of the argument here is that he's making tougher shots. He has the ball in his hand a lot more. He's not just getting to the block and
a pendejo that can't dribble and fucking quemar tough 3 shots. Wait, that means that he's gonna be a better player than fucking Chris Paul or somebody.
What do you mean he can't dribble?
No, like, I'm trying to give you an example. So a pendejo that can just shoot a fucking 3 tough shots. He can make him as a better basketball player than.
But he's creating those tough shots on his like.
No, like just a catch and shoot guy that he's just making tough shots is what I'm saying. He's just making tough shots. That doesn't mean that he's a better skilled player.
I just see Embiid taking. I'm sorry. I just see Jokic taking all these one-legged, wrong foot, fading away threes, like.
But that's a wrong foot, not skilled. Maybe if he was doing it right foot correctly, it might be easier than a tough shot.
He did it in the wrong foot because you're not gonna to mistime the contest. Like, he didn't take off on the wrong foot because he doesn't know how to play the game.
Oh, no, I know that.
He took off on the wrong foot to mistime to keep the defender on his heels. And like, that's the whole thing where like he's taking this game to that level. Like, oh, I'm gonna do unorthodox shit that no one else can. Like, all I'm saying is, if you ask Embiid to do what Jokic is doing, he would come up short. And you guys believe that he would, and I don't think so.
I don't know. I just think tougher shots.
If he had to distribute and bring up the ball and make all the passing decisions as much as the Joker, he wouldn't be as successful. I don't believe so.
All right, guys. Well, fortunately, we got to close this out. This was a really good. I was really just thinking this might be rapid fire.
We'll revisit this at the end of the season because I think if I remember correctly, Murray has been playing almost like every other game. He's been healthy, right? All season, more or less.
Murray's still been in and out.
Okay, so let's see how we're going to have to revisit this to see how when Murray plays, what difference of stats.
Yeah. Giannis will have his 3rd MVP at the end of the season.
This season?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's looking very plausible.
Yeah, but all right, guys. Well, was good to be back. Hopefully, there's no fuck up this time on the edits, and we get this one going. Regardless, either way, I'll figure it out, even if it's just sound. But I'm confident. I was just reviewing before we recorded that an MP4 file was being formatted. So
I was about to say, I don't know what format you needed it to be in, but I hope you checked it before.
We should be good. So, all right, guys. Well, for the Morning Fanatic, I'm Albert Torres. We've got
Black Mamba.
Black Mamba. We're out.
Deuce.